I have recently manifested more money than I have in a really long time, because of these feelings that were there. And even when you have that vision, and it's, let's say, right now you think of it as the future, but you're living it in the now. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video with me, Shruti Vashist. You're watching Living Our Ascension. So in this video, I want to speak about this energy that we are moving into. Ascending souls are moving into this ultimate state of grace, which is just about one manifestation after another, abundance, a state of complete abundance. And you may have known this before, like along our journey of ascension, of enlightenment, of self-mastery, whatever you want to call it. We activate a certain way of being, that makes us feel abundant. We know that we are not alone in the universe, and we know that there's something higher that we belong to, and we're always provided for. But now, because of the changes that are happening on the new earth, it's really another level, and that's what I'm going to be speaking about briefly in this video today. So if you would like to hear that, then please join me in this video. You can subscribe to this channel if you would like to receive more videos like this one, and have a look at all of my personal services as well on my website. The link to that will be below as well. So what exactly is happening now? I've made some notes here, so I'm just going to be looking down, once in a while I might be looking down. But we're just coming into this state that is just, a sense of immense abundance. And it has to do with our sensuality. It's like this slowing down process that's happening while there is speeding up. These two opposites, seeming opposites, that actually exist as only one vibration, which is the vibration of grace. It's what grace is. It's like the ultimate state of living in the human embodiment. And grace basically means, when we have we know all the parts of us, and all of them function, within balance, and there is no need to force anything anymore. There is no need to hold back anymore. It's just this beautiful, complete balance that's there. That's a state of grace. It's almost like things are happening, unfolding, effortlessly. You're not putting in any effort. Like I keep saying in every video, like a state of just breathing in and out. That's what it becomes. That's what your life becomes. Just like breathing. It's as easy as breathing. Manifesting is as easy as breathing. Sustaining yourself is as easy as breathing. Relationships as well, you attract ones that are very, very balanced, these so-called soulmate relationships, and also just like breathing. But what's happening? Why is it happening now? I was actually shown this vision, and all of us know this, is not just me, that when this whole lockdown thing, everything that's happening on the planet now, something has shifted. We've moved into a completely new vibration, you see. And it's happened at a much more physical level than it had happened before. It was happening at more energetic levels earlier for the planet, and for the planet might have experienced a shift, but the collective, the masses of the earth went through a more physical shift recently. And because of that, the overall vibration has changed, and the overall potential changes when the vibration goes higher. So that's why we have more access to this state of grace, or we are feeling a call towards it. And what I want to say, that's very important, is that I actually made this prediction at the beginning of this year, and I didn't even know it. There's a video that I have. I'll link it up above this video. You can also probably find it in the description. But it's called 2020 Predictions for Ascending Souls. And the third point, the last point of that video was predicting that in 2020 we are going to be moving into this sensual state of living, where it's just this beautiful magnetizing of whatever it is that we need. Like, it just manifests, and it's like this ultimate state of power that's there, but without any effort, without any exertion, it's just a state of grace, it's like this sensuality, a slowing down, and at the same time it's this really high vibrational, fast moving energy, but exists within stillness. So that's what we are experiencing now, and please go watch that video if you'd like to hear more, because I explain in more details what the prediction in that video. I'm not going to repeat it, but it has to do with the sensual movement that lands in the body. And when do we feel that ultimate sensuality? That's when we are fully open to the light, and the light comes in. The light is the masculine form of existence, so it's like the masculine form is related to the seed. So when you receive the seed, just like in the process of making love as well, the feminine opens up fully in surrender, and is the one that receives, and the masculine delivers the seed. So that seed is packed with life. That seed, when it is put in the right environment, it leads to the birth of a whole new human, a whole new life. So it's packed with life. It's a small thing, but packed with life. So when we are able to first of all come into a level of alignment, an embodiment where we can receive those seeds, just that one packet of light that we need for this now moment, and then after that be fully open, and not just we receive it and then we act like there's this excessive action. No, the state of grace is that combination of that masculine with the feminine, with the highest feminine as well. And that highest feminine, just like in love making, you receive the seed, but at the same time you allow that sexual, sensual energy to flow in the body, to go in to the whole of the body. The whole of the body experiences it. All of your cells experience it. Not just that you have it in action and then you're done. That's a more shallow way of experiencing pleasure. It won't be as wholesome, it won't be as fulfilling, it won't be as long lasting. Sensuality, however, the more feminine aspect of this, is about taking life force, that very the seed of life, and being able to circulate it in the body, knowing that there is no hurry for anything, enjoying it, relishing each and everything. So that is how we are coming to live now, because we know that we have that one seed and it's packed with life. It will deliver what it has to. There's a whole amazing potential that lies within it, like a whole human being is birthed in the example that I was giving. You don't need to excessively do things. All you need to do is hold space, is create that beautiful space just to hold it, this loving space that it'll bake by itself, it'll form by itself. So when we really know that about all of our manifestations in life, whatever desires we have, whatever we want to manifest as well, when that actual real heart, body knowing comes within the body, then there is no need to exert anymore, asking people to get out of our way because we need to do something, or when we try to do something, we have this bright idea and we're so inspired and we want to act, and then let's say something gets in the way, then we lose our cool because it's like flowing through us now. No, you will have it, of course you need to act in the now as well, in order to tap that. But we are becoming very, very grounded humans, those of us who are doing the work. So it's kind of like our roots are more deeply anchored, so we have it for longer now, we can take that. It's not like it's a once in a lifetime thing, it's a daily thing. So when the seed comes, you allow it to do its work, and if there's something in the way in your environment, the third dimensional reality, other people don't match up, or there's some clash that's there because what's happening, in the world, it's the opposite. While you are rising and rising and rising, and the vibration is rising and you're aligning with that, there's a lot of chaos and destruction that's happening on the planet, and of course they are also eventually rising. But when you consciously align with the highest vibration that's landing, then you kind of go with that. There isn't any struggle, you're not aligning with the struggle while it happens. The process is the same for all of us, the vibration overall is rising. Now some of us who will want to go with the flow won't experience the same level of struggle, and those who are like, no, I'm losing everything, things are dying, things are leaving, then of course you create struggle. So it's up to you. But what I want to say is that amongst all of this chaos that's happening, and the more that it happens, and there's actually this whole new level of vibration that is there, and this whole new level of grace that we haven't experienced that's also available to us. And it's happening through this sensual so essentially, if you're feeling in your life now, what does this look like at a practical level? If you're feeling more sensuality in the body, like you don't need to hurry things anymore, it's fine, you're present, you're just here, you're relishing life, then that is what true sensuality is. But I now want to move on to the next stage of that what's happening now, what are we landing? And this is about why I call this video More Abundance Than Ever, is because that is what we are requiring now, what we are feeling. It's a higher desire now. For example, I have been in a state of abundance for a really long time, for many years. I activated it because I just did the work. And I realized that I am abundant, and I don't need like a whole lot, to be abundant. And I was just thinking about this yesterday, that I haven't, the last time I ordered clothes was maybe a year ago, and we never used to live this way. People would go shopping, or they would buy things, and I don't even remember, because I have what I need. And the sense of enjoyment and pleasure comes in so many other things, like all of these plants you see me surrounded by, that are behind me. This is also a kind of abundance that's there, and so many other things as well. But I have lived that way for really long, where I was given whatever I needed. So I always give this example, like I quit my job when I knew that that I had to serve Ascension, I had to serve what's happening on the planet, and I needed time to myself for that. So this was many years ago. And then after that, I was always given, so for example, if I felt like I need more money, or I need something, or I need a camera to start filming videos, things always showed up in my reality, even if I didn't have so-called, didn't have the money. Because when you live in a state of abundance, it's first of all more than money. Money is not abundance, It may be the way that we experience abundance, one of the main ways these days, but it's not equal to abundance. And things would always find their way to me, whether it was something old that I just found and it was exactly what I needed, or I would find just the right tool, somebody would give me the advice that was just correct, and something that I could afford, whatever it was. But now we are feeling the need to also live more in a way that is more more grounded, more like this red energy, this energy of the earth that is about prosperity, and because what happens is that we need to become examples for other people as well. And I was watching something by somebody, and they were speaking about how the majority, wouldn't it be nice if the majority of the wealth is concentrated, like these days it's concentrated in a lot of people who are not doing good for the planet. But part of your responsibility as an ascending soul, as a conscious being, is that you have these are the people who should have the wealth, because they are the ones who can manage it the best. They can apply it to something that is actually needed for the planet. And I've been having these feelings lately, in the past few weeks and months, that I need to grow, and it's I always, of course, we always feel this need to grow, because as humans we want to grow. But there was this satisfaction that was there with whatever I was manifesting at that time. And now it's more about, that it's also about other people, forming not just your own needs. And, first of all, you should be able in your life, to afford and to create, to manifest, things that make you feel luxurious, that make you feel not in a way that's wasteful for the planet, but you feel a sense of ease there, because this is how a master should live, a sense of ease, grace, there everything that I need is there, so that I can just show up and be this light. So you need to have that, all of the conveniences, whether it's a car, a beautiful house, this beautiful abundant nature around you, the food that you feed yourself. And I've been living that energy, recently more and more, and also feeling the need to expand it further, in the form of communities, what I offer to other people, and these visions that I have for what I want to do with my purpose as well, in the future, so-called, even though there's only the now moment. But it's like this higher vision that's there, and even when you have that vision, and it's, let's say, right now you think of it as the future, but you're living it in the now, in the way that it's best for the now. So when you allow yourself to fully feel that, even though it might be scary or whatever, it creates all of these resources around you. So I have recently manifested more money than I have in a really long time, because of these feelings that were there, and suddenly it's like, your income is double, or same with relationships, like the help and support that you need, the love that you need, everything that you deserve, will just show up. And this is what's happening now. All of this is showing up. This is the state of abundant grace that's there, that is effortless. Almost it feels like you're not doing anything, because all you're doing is like, you're just allowing yourself to feel this new reality. And I guess I wanted to share this example, this vision that I had before, of the new earth that I had. But I think this video is getting a bit long, so I'll create a separate video for that. And so if you would like to hear more, I might be making another video on relationships, how they are changing, and also this new vision I had of the new earth and what it means for us. So please stay subscribed to this channel. You can like this video, please share it if you like what you heard, pass on the message. And that's it. I'll see you very soon in the next video as well.